Hello everyone, it's Armstrong here from Madai Miniatures, and today I will show you how to convert this into this. So as we have this little bugger in here, it's again one of the more annoying cars for me to convert. It's okay by itself, it's kind of futuristic, it looks cool, but what I'm thinking is a bit too futuristic for the Gaslands themselves. So I think about doing the Mars League. So what I was thinking, I have this baby or yogurt cups. I'm just thinking about adding this as a jet engine in here, or maybe even the other way around. Yeah, and then making maybe a plastic art wings to work with the shape of the car. Yeah, so first thing, I need to get rid of this because it's annoying me and it doesn't fit into my idea, and those nippers are a bit too small for that. Okay, so this is somewhat open. Now let's just see. I don't see a point of disassembling this car, as you know, the paint gonna hold equally well no matter if it is a stripped or not. There is no panel lines that's gonna be covered by the paint, and I'm gonna cover all of the windows anyway in mesh, so I don't have to deal with the inside of it. I'm not 100% sure about this yet. Just a bit too big. I have a smaller one, which would probably work better. Yes, definitely. So I'm gonna glue this, but first I have to get rid of the wheels, as it's gonna be Mars League car. It means no wheels on it, and this may actually create some new ideas for this, as I have no wheels now. Maybe, oh, that's gonna work for me. Instead of one giant inside, we're gonna have two on the sides in the wheel wells. I think that's probably the better option. Yep. So yeah, oh my goodness, I don't know where oh yeah, I have my super glue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start buying these small squeeze bottles instead of a big bottle, as the squeeze bottles you just use for one project and then toss them out and don't care. Give me a sec. So now that I have a super glue, I'm just gonna glue it in here. So maybe I'm gonna just add super glue to the surface in here and in here, as that's the two connection points. This can be a bit hard to achieve adhesion, as this is a weird kind of plastic. So if you have issue with that, just use a baking soda to reinforce it. Right, so now I have the two jet engines, but I want to have some turbines in the front just to fill the wheel wells, so maybe I would be able to use the actual wheels for that. Could probably glue them in here, but I need some support structure. This is gonna be a, come on, the piece of metal don't want to slip out. Okay, maybe the back wheels, which was a bit bigger. Yeah, I think that the back wheel is gonna work better as they are bigger and just kind of creates a better look for me. So looking at that, I'm just thinking a little bit of plastic rod just glue in here. I'm gonna keep that and it's gonna make it able to be rotated. So I'm just gonna grab, I think, 6mm rod. Should be just big enough to hold the wheel. Yep, this is 6mm, actually plastic tube, not plastic rod, but that make very little difference in our fairness for the project. I don't have this thick rods, so yeah. And now, how deep? So about 5-6mm deep as well. It's very hard. Yeah, I just lost it, so I'm just gonna cut this again and I'll be right back. So I have cut 2 little rods in here and I need to attach them to the wheel. And I don't know which side gonna be actually better. I think that this gonna work nice as a rotor. So one, and I'm just gonna remove the smaller ones. 2, and I have this attached, and now just to add them into the front. This is my only issue with Hot Wheels. The plastic is kind of odd and sometimes gluing stuff together can be a nuisance. So yeah, and I have the wheels attached in here. It creates these rotors. There is a jet engine, so you know the front is lifted by the rotors when the jet engines push the car forward. That's at least how I think about that. And now I want to add some small wings. I have this piece of plastic, so I just think about, you know, somewhat straight wings. I just gonna thinking about maybe something like that, and then diagonal. I don't know if it is visible on the camera, but it's gonna be a nice fit for this. They ain't gonna be expanding too much on the car, and you know, since it's gonna be glued to this surface, which is, well, not much to grip on, I don't want to have them too big to be very easy to break off. So I just gotta cut this and be back. Now we have 2 little wings and they're just gonna be going here. And thanks to that we have like 2 very nice long attachment points, one just below the bump in here and the other one on the jet engine. So one and second. And now I don't know, do I want to add some sort of gun or not? It's a Mars league. I don't know whether they are actually using guns in there. Maybe just a small like machine gun or something. 2-barrel machine gun on top, maybe. So I need to figure out how to make it. I'll be right back. So for the base of the machine gun, I found this old USB port. I'm gonna be gluing it in here. I still need to cover the back of it. And for the machine gun itself, I'm gonna be using a 2mm plastic rod. So 2 of them. And I'm gonna probably glue a 3 or 4mm plastic tube on top of it. Well, it's a plastic tube, not rod, again. My mistake. But first I need to close this box to have it ready to attach and cut everything to size. So now I have everything prepared. I have a 2mm rod, which was actually a cotton bud, and 3mm. And you know, I can just squeeze them on top. There is no glue actually necessary, they are so tight. They have this thing that I covered the back of it, and I cut out a middle part of it as well, so it's gonna fit better in here over this back window. So again, just atrocious amount of super glue because I really don't know where are the connection points. Just hoping that it's gonna hold together. And now the guns, I'm just gonna attach them in here on the both sides. Actually, I will wait with the guns. I first gonna put the mesh on the windows to cover them, because if I'm gonna put the guns in, they're gonna be in the way while I'm covering the windows. So yeah, no. I just think how to cover them without any issues. Actually no, I'm just gonna paint them blue. This is gonna hide the inside of the car. So yeah. It's keep on escaping me. So lovely. Actually, I'm gonna lower them to the roof so I have 2 attachment points, because otherwise it's gonna be breaking constantly. So 1 and a second one. So I have 2 giant guns on top. There is just one thing that I miss, and I think that's ammo feeds. and I'm gonna be using a tiny zip ties. Just turn them this way around and maybe just glue them here and tie them down to the wings. So because this is a very finicky job, I'm just gonna turn off the video and attach it by myself. So I put the ammo belts in. They are, just going over the wings. But when I was doing that, I noticed that the back doesn't have any interesting detail, and that the wings don't have anything that the paint can really cut on. So as an interesting details for back, I was thinking about adding those. Like I said, they are becoming slowly a signature of this particular band. So just one on each side. It's going to create an interesting shape, and that's basically all that we are looking for. And for the wings, like I said, I don't have any details that simple dry brushing would catch on. So again, I just gonna grab a couple of those little sheets of plastic art that I had for a previous cars. I still have plenty of them just lying around. Cut them to some smaller sizes and just glue them on top of the wings, just to add some texture. I don't bother about the bottom of them, as you know, you don't gonna see the bottom of them in most cases. There is one more thing that I missing, is like those jet engines have nothing, no pipes going from them, which I think is kind of meh. I would like to have some pipes, so I will need to look up for my green stuff roller and grab some green stuff and roll a couple of rolls just to make some piping. But yeah, I just gonna glue the squares in here just to create some sort of a texture. I don't need massive amount. I think that 3-4 pieces on each wing would do enough to get the interest. This is what I want, and then I'm gonna switch off and start looking for my green stuff pipe maker. And come on. Oh, the super glue already dried. That was quick. So 3. And how you can see, I'm using excessive amount of super glue, but this is gonna be covered by paint. And in here everything is done. So yeah, be right back with the green stuff and green stuff pipe maker. So I have my green stuff and my green stuff pipe maker, and you have to mix 50-50. So you just twist and turn it until you get to a green consistency. Yeah, and there is no trick to it, just keep on going. I usually mix it half and half with milliput, but I want to have the springiness of the green stuff, so I ain't gonna do it this time around, because, well, with milliput it becomes more like, I like the what do you call it, I like how the mixture of green stuff and milliput works for scoping. But when it comes for the pipes, usually they just become a little bit brittle because of adding the milliput. So yeah, after just a few seconds of mixing, you can see that I have one conform green substance in my hands. And now, to get the green stuff pipe roller going, I want to have about 4 of them. So I need to divide this into 4 somewhat equal pieces. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and just take the back of your roller And first, of course, you make a sausage. My sausage got flattened straight away. So yeah, you make a sausage, then you take your roller, the back of it, just to create a better surface, and you put it into the middle of the roller and just roll like that. And with that you have a nice pipe that you can attach to anything. So just 3 more times and I'm gonna have this done, and the wing is gonna be more interesting, the engine gonna have more interest to it. It's gonna really, in my opinion, improve the look of the car, hopefully. So yeah, the only minus of this is that it is so small. Yeah, if you have more experience than me, you probably can do the same effect with a hairbrush. I used to do that, but they was just with the cone, what I'm talking, comb. I used to do that, but my effects weren't as good as with the pipe roller here. And I have this one for I think about 12 years now, so the money that I invested really pay off already in just the amount of the pipes they managed to make with this. And now the last one. And you know, you can wait, if you are working with green stuff, you can wait until it is partially dry to apply it to the model. But I will be just applying it as it is. Just being careful to don't squash too many details with my, you know, giant fingers. So first I just want this one, this part that do not have too many details, just put it into wheel well, and this in here. So come on. So I have this in here and this on top of the wing. That's brilliant. Now I just need super glue, just a couple of drops of it to hold it in place. So 1, 2 in there, and 3 in here. And I'm gonna add another one to the same side. And I already have the super glue, which is gonna help it keep together better. So you can see now the details I just added got covered by those pipes, but that's not a big loss. And maybe just add the super glue straight away here. So you're gonna have one stronger attachment point, and here. Alright, so I have one, and I know it is very hectic, but believe me, the effect at the end probably gonna be worth it. Like, it's about 80%. So yeah, I have this giant blob of a car done. Now only I need to wait for about 4 hours for the green stuff to cure, maybe more, and then just black bomb it. So I'll be back when it is done. So this is how the finished shape looks like. I didn't include the painting as it is exactly the same as the previous ones. So if you like this video, please rate, comment and subscribe. And of course, have a lovely day.